Alright, hey everyone. So this is The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene, and I'm just gonna talk about some of them. Just because I don't want to say a lot, but 14 to 12. I don't remember the exact number, but to start off, like the first kind of law was irrationality, and this is something that every human has, and we're all irrational through biases, being biased, and like the bias that I felt was most fitting for me was superiority bias. Because sometimes, yeah, and I say sometimes because it really is. It's not every time, but sometimes I really feel better than everybody else. But it's so simple when you realize, wow, I'm not the best in the world. So then, like, everything just comes easier, I would say. Like, for me, when I realize just I'm not the best in the world, like, I don't say I don't have to try as hard, but I go through things more effortlessly, instead of actually, like, trying my hardest. And I can still do good. So, that was like the first one, try not to be biased. And, I would say, like, know what you can do. So, I don't try and do something that, you can't do, or, things like that. Because, like, you can't do it. And, why would you say you could do it? Why would you promise you could do it if you weren't going to do it? So, you know, it, that's just irrational, in my opinion. And the next one I want to talk about was, like, character. Now, this one is, it's a funny one. Because, if you see someone do something once, they're going to do it again. It's pretty much that simple. If someone does something once, they're going to do it again. So if someone lies to their friend, cheats on their friend, backstabs their friend, it's going to happen again. Like if someone has bad behavior once, it's going to happen again. Someone like does something bad, it's going to happen again. So, and I don't want to say it's always going to happen because like just because someone kills someone doesn't mean they're going to kill them again. But if they do something like those past examples, most likely they're probably gonna do it again. So it's all. I don't want to say a circle, but there's a lot of patterns with with human nature. That's just the way it is, and that's kind of funny. But if you see someone do something, and he kind of uses this in relationships, well, not necessarily, just in a social setting, with a dude who he was mean to everybody. He ended up doing all the jobs for his theater, sorry, for his movie, and he just kept. He said he was gonna change, but he just kept doing it, for the rest of his life. Spending a lot of money, unfortunately, for movies that weren't gonna come out. So like things, the way people act like their character, you really have to judge their character because it probably won't change. And I'll just say lastly, I just wanted to talk about some other things that he mentioned in this. And one of them was body language. Like people could say something, but like you know, literally do the other thing. So like they could say yes, but shake their head no. You know, and just things like that. Like the way that they walk and see, I'm not. I haven't really been paying attention to this stuff, like the way people walk and stuff. I didn't pay attention until I read this book and I seen someone walk and it just looks so weird. Like it just looks so awkward. But I think that's like a cool one. So like you can know when people are lying, you can know when people are mad, and things like that. Just off the body language. But you gotta like get good at that. And I would say the last one that we can talk about is kind of how to, I don't want to say make an enemy your friend, but how to make someone like feel above you in a good way. To drop their resistance. And it's so simple. I must have talked about it in the last book. in one of my past books, and it is ask them a question about their wisdom or experience. Like it's just so simple. Like they feel so much better. They drop the resistance to talking. You know, it's pretty simple. Like that's it. Ask them a question about their wisdom or experience. So this was, the laws of human nature. I didn't go into all of them. I barely even touched the ones I talked about. There's a lot to go into, but I like keeping these videos short now. So again, this was the laws of human nature.